Jack, great result tonight.
Yeah, it was. I mean, I said in the week, we expected to come here and get a result. We didn't surprise ourselves, if you like. I know a few people have been saying a few things, but we're confident in ourselves, and we showed that tonight.
How do you think it went with Welbeck playing up front?
He really enjoys playing up front. He hasn't had that opportunity over the past few years, and you could tell tonight, he really wanted to prove a point, and when he gets in front of the goal, he's as good as they get. I mean, he doesn't get enough credit for me with his technical ability. He's fantastic, and he showed that tonight.
And the movement up front from all three was tremendous, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. That's what we tried to work on. We really wanted to use them, if you like. That formation really plays into their hands. If we win the ball back in dangerous positions, the pace we got going forward is frightening, and they showed that tonight.
And in the midfield, you were playing a little bit deeper. Was that a role you enjoyed?
Yeah, it was. I spoke with the manager and Gary Neville in the week, and they told me they want me to play that. And I quite enjoyed it. I mean, it was my first time ever playing there, so. Over the next month or so, I'm going to look at a few videos of the game and of players who play in that position regularly. Pirlo and Mascherano, players like that, and I'll get better. I mean, I felt it went well tonight, and I think next time we meet up, it can only go better.
And defensively, we came under the cosh a little bit towards the end there, but they held firm, and we caught them on the break as well.
Yeah, that was the plan. We knew as the second half went on, at 0-0, they weren't going to be happy. The fans weren't going to be happy, and we used that, if you like. We won the ball back in a dangerous position, and we used our pace, and we got the goal, and we knew again they were going to come out. And we just had to stay together, defend well, and we did that, and we got another goal. So we're happy.
And it was a great atmosphere in there as well. The England fans in the corner were playing their part.
Yeah, the England fans were brilliant. I mean, we couldn't have asked for more from them. They were fantastic. They always have been, to be fair. They've followed us wherever we've been, and they'll keep doing that because they love England like we love England. So, we have to thank them for that. And hopefully, our next away game they'll be there and give us the same support. And
it's nice to be getting on a plane with 3 points in the bag.
Yeah, it is. And that was the plan. As I said before, we didn't surprise ourselves. We believe in ourselves. We've got great players. We show that week in, week out in the best league in the world. So we didn't surprise ourselves. And we'll get over tonight. We'll look at the video, take the positives. There were some negatives as well, but we'll learn from them, and then we'll get better.